of the coast, Mr. Bart Kimball.
Thank you. Woo, I got it. Thank you very much, everybody, and welcome to America Tonight. My name is, well, I was going to tell you my name. I think by now you know me as well as I do. So what's my name? What's my name? Bart Kimball, that's right. I love that. You know, when you do a show like this, that originates so darn close to Hollywood, people tend to stop you in the market and at the barbershop, even in the self-service gas station, for crying out loud, where you'd think you'd have some privacy because nobody works there. Anyway, a lot of people have been stopping me and asking me how I feel working in Hollywood while it's being investigated by magazines and expose-type newspapers and even the federal government, for crying out loud. Well, I'm a small-town boy, and I've always felt this, that as long as you've got nothing to hide, the only thing you have to fear is having something to hide. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. And I think that's probably true of most of the hard-working folks here in my adopted county. Hollywood is a town just like any other. Oh, sure, maybe we dress a little better. Maybe some of us go to fancy restaurants and have expensive dinners, like $40 for 2 people, $41.50 if you count the tip and parking. Maybe our teeth are a little straighter, a little whiter. Maybe our cars are a little bigger. Maybe we even have more emotional significance to your own blood relatives like your children than you do, and that's food for thought. But basically, doggone it, we're just like everybody else. I'm sure in a town like, let's say, Wenatchee, Washington, where they're watching us on that ever-loving Channel 27, bless you, there's a certain percentage of people there who would rob you blind and sell your mother into white slavery. And there's probably the same percentage of people in Hollywood who do very much the same thing. The only difference is, and this is a big one, nobody cares about Wenatchee, Washington. I shouldn't say nobody. It's a great place. It can be beautiful when they finish it. But at any rate, before we start blowing this thing completely out of the tub, let's just remember one thing. Whatever money those movie executives took, they took purely and simply for their own personal gain. Hey, here's our own personal loss. Jerry Hubbard. I don't mean to dwell on that. Go ahead.
Don't let me interrupt. I just want you to go ahead and finish whatever thought you had there. I was,
Right. Well, it's weighing heavy on me. I guess the whole thing that really hits me the hardest is I love this town, and I just hate to see the stars on Hollywood Boulevard all splattered with this kind of mudslinging.
Isn't that awful how you can have months and months of drought, and then the rains come in torrents, and the mudslides, it's either feast or famine, huh? Drought or storm. Whenever rains, but what it pours.
Jerry, I think I'm going to finish this, okay?
Oh, sure. All of a sudden, you're the only guy who has opinion on the weather. Okay. Weather usually is great out here, though.
It's lovely, Jerry. Now, as for my own involvement in this whole scandal, okay. I did meet one of the executives in question who's in the middle of this whole thing, and just believe me, the closest we've come to doing any kind of business together was I said, "Hi, how are you? Don't you think I'd be right for Close Encounters 2?" That's it, period. Okay? So let's all keep in mind one simple fact. It's never been a crime to entertain people, and I think it's time to get the gossip away from the executives and back on the stars where it belongs, okay? Enough said. Now, you were saying something about the weather, Jen?
No, I'm just, you made me think of it with the mud on Hollywood Boulevard there.
And then, now you're done.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Incidentally, I have a feeling, now that we're out here, you and I may end up on Hollywood Boulevard on the sidewalk there someday. Let's keep our fingers crossed, okay?
Yeah, Jerry. I'd like to see you there. You know, a lot of people write in when they see this kind of high-caliber entertainment, and they say, "Hey, Bart, that's got to be written, huh? How much of it's on paper?" Well, not much of it is on paper. In fact, none of it is on paper. We're just here, just regular folks talking. However, paper should not be discounted as a means of having a good time. And we have with us tonight a lady who knows all there is to know about paper. She's just incredible. Please welcome the paper artistry of Miss Pearl Wingate.
Forget about us. Put the blame on me if I don't
should have been on just before Christmas, my God.
That's beautiful. Have a seat, Pearl.
Nice.
This is wonderful. Looks like a scene from Roots, doesn't it? Oh, can we just set that there? So we'll just kind of nestle in the shade here.
Right, and I must say that this tree is guaranteed not to grow.
Pearl, where did you learn to tear paper so darn beautifully?
Well, actually, I started in show business as a singer.
You gotta be kidding.
No.
Oh, of course you were singing.
And I worked the Palace Theater in New York City.
Wow.
Well, I have a whole act doing that. I do.
All singing and paper?
Absolutely. I make everything. Just put a piece of paper in my hand and you'll never know what I'm going to make out of it.
That's right. Good. I hope they don't give you the check before you perform, you know. You can go broke very quickly. Thank you. Here's my act, you know. Listen, I'm sure that people have just gotten a little taste there, and it's marvelous. You have a special coming up here on UBS, am I right?
Oh, I have indeed. I really have. And incidentally, I brought something for you.
That's, oh, these things here?
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering what those
I
were.
made some silkscreen patterns.
And sure
that
enough,
I would
on
like,
paper.
Whoa.
Yes, that I'd like to give you. And these
I
are...
bet I know what these are. These are actually square. These are those optical illusions that look round. I bet they are if you really look at them close, because they're always... I bet these turn out to be square.
You can have a seat here,
And
Pearl.
these will be in all the art galleries
Are we
around the
getting
country.
glare on this? Is that better? Is that better? Actually, Jerry, you have brown eyes and I have blue eyes, and I think
Okay.
we should maybe just switch. So how do you go about doing these things?
How do I go about doing them?
They're silk screens. Now, how...
Oh, yes. Well, I have the silk screens done, but I do the designs myself out of paper originally.
It's cut out of paper and then silk screen from
And
there.
then silk screen, right. And, of course, when these are sold in the galleries...
Right.
When these are sold in the galleries...
Yes, sure.
When these are sold in the galleries, they're all framed.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, Pearl, this has been darn close to interesting, and I'd like to thank you so much. We're really looking forward to seeing your UBS special. Not that we're doing an ordinary. This is special, and hers will probably be even more special, and it's just great news that you came on.
Do you know, actually, the history of paper?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You don't? Would you like to know about the history of paper?
I would.
Oh. Now, before paper was invented, in the early cultures, they used to write on the palm leaves from the trees.
Oh, for crying out loud.
And to this day, we still use the word leaf to designate pages in a book. And they also used to peel the inner bark from trees. And that, the Latin word for inner bark is called liber. And from the word liber comes library.
Right, so...
Now-
Or library, as a lot of people pronounce.
And in the year of 105 AD, China invented paper.
This is just, gee, this is interesting. I almost wish we didn't have a very special guest star tonight, but we do, and we're very glad she's here. She's the only actress ever to win the Tony, the Oscar, and the Emmy. I would like you to meet Miss Rita Moreno. I would like you to meet her. Unfortunately,
No, she's here.
she is here. She's backstage in her dressing room with no clothes on. We had some of those Cub Scouts getting all excited. Nice to see you. What troop is it? Troop 41? You all came down by bus? Nice to see you, kids. You know, we had a little problem this afternoon. Somebody broke into the dressing room and stole Rita's costume. I guess there was...
Lucky she wasn't wearing them, or she would have been kidnapped.
That's true.
Seriously, God forbid we should have a problem like that.
Well, we don't want kidnapping. We don't want clothes napping either, but we've had it, and now she's catnapping until her clothes are back. But she had to take her clothes off just to have them ironed or something like that, and there you have it. A woman with no clothes, but lots of awards.
I understand she's She's called home to get some new clothes sent down so she can do the number she was going to do.
That's right. And so what we're going to do in the meantime, we'll just take a camera backstage so you can meet Rita. Clothes or no clothes, right after these messages. Head back here. Backstage here, we're going to Rita Moreno's dressing room. Rita, as I said, is waiting for a new set of clothes. So, watch it, Frankie. Okay, maybe we can get this here. There we go. Oh, got it, got it, Jerry? Can you get through? Wait a minute, we got trouble. All right, we're trying to get backstage here. We just get that right through. Okay. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. We promised to bring in the stars, and Rita is a real pro. So, here it is. There's the star on the door. And ladies and gentlemen, let's meet and greet Rita Moreno. Pearl, you don't have to be here.
Yes, I know.
No, we're just... Hi! It's her! This is fabulous.
Oh, well, I don't think so.
No clothes. Is it chilly back there? Chilly enough?
Yeah, it's really chilly. I'm really... You know, I have a theory...
Jerry. Jerry Hubbard, our announcer.
Just want to make sure you'd really lost your clothes and weren't just stalling.
That's not funny. You know, I have a theory about who stole this. Now, Altacoma is a little tiny town, isn't it?
Sure is.
Yeah. Well, it probably can't afford a full-time crook, right? I mean, because it's just such a tiny town. There are very few houses and stuff.
Part-time crook.
Right? That's right. So it's got to be someone who has a part-time job, like your producer or the mayor or somebody.
Oh, good day. Uh-oh. Bit of a
Loses her sense of humor.
detective.
Loses her clothes, but not her sense of humor.
I must tell you, I'm just glad I didn't lose my best panties. I would have really been
Oh, they're pretty. Yeah.
I would have really been unwrapped.
It's even the right day of the week, too. A lot of people don't.
No, actually, it says heavens above.
So listen, I'm sure everyone wants to know. Those are your real teeth.
No, actually, I'm holding them for H.R. Hold'em until he gets out.
Just her top.
Actually, the fact is, I'm really sorry I'm not going to be able to sing the song I was going to sing because I had written the lyrics of my song all over my bra, and the bra's gone, so I'm going to have to change the song.
Well, what was the song going to be?
MacArthur Park. It's a lot of lyrics.
Oh, you see? That's terrific. Well, listen, your clothes aren't here,
Yeah.
and maybe if your clothes get here,
Oh, wait a minute, wait.
we can still work something out.
My secretary, Tiffany Gonzalez, is, you know, she's the one. She's the one.
Okay,
whose
can you
fault
check
this
with
is.
her and see
Can
what's
I-
happening?
Well, yeah, okay.
Meanwhile, we can stare at Pearl.
Yes.
All right, I think.
Oh, just a little ethnic humor.
That's right. Oh, dear. That way you don't have to pay her and you keep her in line. I can draw that with you now. Well, listen, we're going to try to do a number anyway, one way or another. We promised to deliver here on the UBS network, and we're going to. And
Well, I still do have my tap shoes. The thing, I'll just find another number to sing.
Okay, maybe we can work that out. Meanwhile, we're going to cut away for just a few moments, and we'll be back to see
I'll
you
go
later.
and help her.
I said, no,
Ray.
thanks
Well,
a
I'm
lot.
just gonna-
No, I really don't. Tiffany's here.
Okay. Talk to you later.
All right.
If
Come
it
on
gets
out
too chilly,
anyway.
there's a space heater in the closet.
Oh, thank
Okay?
you.
We just go that extra mile here at UBS. We'll be right back after these words. Stay with us.
Over a touch of sensitivity. There are over 5 million touch cells in the human skin. But what act...
We're back, and we're still waiting for Rita Moreno's clothes, but she has promised to do her song anyway, so if her clothes don't show up, Rita sure will. In the meantime, no one is more concerned with physical fitness and looking young than your average Hollywood actor. And my next guest is a very average Hollywood actor who stays fit, physically fit, in a very different way. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chad Brandon. Jerry, sit down. Oh, stop it. Welcome, Mr. Brandon, and welcome, Mrs. Brandon. You must be very, very proud of your son.
He's my husband.
Really blew that one, eh?
Feel about this big. Listen, I'm sorry, that'll happen.
Well, it's quite all right, Barth. It's a common mistake. I had to go through an extended fitness program to look as good as I do. Well, my acting career was fading, and I was starting to look old.
Oh, like her.
Jerry. How old are you, Chad?
I'm 62 years old.
Kidding.
And I owe it all to that wonderful fitness program that I spoke of. The beauty of it is that I didn't do a thing. I had it all done. Through cosmetic surgery.
Cosmetics? Surgery?
To begin with, I had the eyes, the face, the jowls, had them all lifted, a little nip here, a little tuck there.
What about that physique of yours? You know, you don't get that from cosmetic surgery. You say you don't exercise at all, so you must be quite an avid dieter, huh?
Oh, well, not at all. I love food. Hot fudge sundaes, I eat them. Baked potatoes, sour cream and butter, I eat them. Mounds of spare ribs. You name it, I'll eat it.
Ice cream?
I'll eat it.
Banana cream pie?
I'll eat it.
Chocolate-covered tart?
I'll eat it.
Malamars?
Eat it.
Pork chops?
Eat it.
Gumdrops?
Eat it.
Eskimo pies? Malamar bars? Chocolate-covered caramels?
Yes.
Pork chops?
Yes.
Gumdrops? Sidewalk sundaes? Forgetting the meat sauce?
Listen. You sure look great, and especially for one who doesn't exercise.
Never. Boring.
You don't even run or jog?
Boring?
Do any sports?
Boring.
Listen, I can see our crew has his hand up. Signaling that we can't wait any longer for Rita Moreno's clothes. On the other hand, we can't wait any longer for Rita's number. So let's just get that camera backstage once again. Can we do that? Okay, we've got Happy Kind and the Mirth Makers at the dressing room door. So here is Rita Moreno with Bye Bye Blues.
Don't cry blue. Birds sing, bells ring, sun is shining, no more pining.
Wasn't that something? Oh, there's the band picking up on it. I was stunned. Look at that. It makes people want to dance. I guess that's Happy's rhythm. Jerry, you and Pearl go ahead. Oh, I'm going to dance. Well, what can you say? We'll be right back. We'll be right back after this word, okay?
Happy was playing Rita's dance music. Everyone got up to join in the fun, and I think it was a little too much here for Chad. Is he all right?
It happens a lot.
Sure, it happens all the time.
Oh, here's the old trooper. I love it. Look at that. Can't keep it away. Fantastic. Rita, that's
Oh, thank you. Did you like it?
It was really good. He loved it, and look what happened. He was dancing away.
Hi.
Why have the
I'm
same
Rita
kind of
Moreno.
thing in the
I'd like to thank all my guests tonight. All of you were just marvelous. The wonderful Rita Moreno, Pearl Wingate, Chad Brandon. He's going to be okay. All right. Absolutely. Have a seat. Come?
Probably just tension.
Well, it might be time for you to go watch a black and white movie. We're done. Good night.
Tonight, some members of our studio.
Tomorrow night at 7:30 on America Tonight, Karen Lynn Gorney of Saturday Night Fever joins Martin Mull and her date for a catered affair. And next, the second annual Mrs. America pageant.
Pearl Wingate, Michael Greer as Chad Brandon, Iris Korn as Eloise Brandon, Kathy and Karen Palantine as the paramedics, and a special guest of
The contest, they should have let